Now, do all anti-heroes have a code of ethics that they create and follow? Well, no, not always. Sometimes they are just following their emotions, and sometimes those are bad emotions. For example, Max from Mad Max. He's just surviving, and his loyalty is often temporary. Everything is a stepping stone to him and his own goals. This type of hero is a lot more unpredictable, a lot more dangerous, and sometimes more interesting because you have no idea what they'll do next. What you can say for sure about what they're doing is that they are sure about what they're doing. They're not doubting themselves when they do what they do. They're always pushed forward with a sense of confidence. But of course, we already understand this about anti-heroes. Sometimes they are just a protagonist who takes down a big bad guy, and they don't do it in the clean way that most heroes typically did. If you look back on, for example, old westerns, you had characters who were heroes in every sense of the word. They were sheriffs, they were for justice, they were doing what is right, even against the odds. And that made them some pretty goody two-shoes characters. Still, I like that character, because that character is steadfast in who they are. But then along came a time when they started to introduce a Western hero that wasn't so clean and nice, who wasn't a sheriff doing everything they could to keep law. And a great example of this character is the Man with No Name, portrayed by Clint Eastwood. This is a guy who's doing what he wants, often for money, because what else is there? In his mindset, he's just a man making it through the world, and sometimes he takes down some bad guys along the way. He's not so bad that you hate him, but he's not so good that he comes off as Mr. Squeaky Clean.